Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about systems and about what system I just recently implemented in my business that has already, I've only been using it for 3 days and it has already started to help relieve my stress. I've been able to keep everything organized in one spot. I'm getting rid of all of my little notes that I have everywhere and starting to trash them and literally just keeping them all in my binder. So I got a 1.5 inch binder just at Walmart, and in the front I have a inspirational quote that helps me to remember that hard work, you gotta work hard. So do whatever it takes to put in your front pocket, because what inspires you may not inspire me and vice versa. So find something that works for you. Also, the inside of my binder has just a little like plastic thing here, so I can put, this is my party orders from this past weekend. I have a product guide, and honestly this is all of my papers that I haven't quite transferred over here yet are all in here. So that way once I get done with those papers, I will eventually throw them in the garbage. That's my ultimate end goal. So the very first paper that I have here, I'm going to just try to show you from my perspective here. And all of this is in my Google Drive. Okay, so you can revamp this however you want. Make this your own. So this is the tasks that I do for my business, but it may not be what you do in your business. So make this, it's in Excel spreadsheet that you can change. Make sure when you go to the Google Drive, save the document to your computer. Do not change it on the Google Drive, or else it will change it for everyone who views that Google Drive. So please do not edit. You may just look at them, you may save them, and then change them from there on your own computer. Okay? So I have my monthly task tracker. I have it broken down into week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then it was actually a 2-page document. And these are my ongoing daily tasks, and then this is just my weekly post to my Facebooks, because I'm terrible about Facebook. It's not my favorite thing to do, and so I need constant reminders to be posting on Facebook because it's not my thing. So again, that may or may not work for you. And then I have this thing called Brain Dump. This is something I added since I started this, and this was to get rid of all my stickies. And this is just as things come up into my head, things I need to do, easy little tasks that I can check off, but I just need to make sure I remember them. Because what I was finding that I was doing was I was always keeping all the tasks that I needed to do in my head, and we all know how that goes. We sleep, we get, torn to a different, we get pulled into a different direction and we forget. And so this has helped me in the last few days. God bless you. And then so I just have several of those papers. Then the next tab I have here is I have these little I don't know how you call them. They're plastic tabs. I got them at Walmart. You can get them on Amazon. This one just says awards. So this is any current awards that I am working toward. So the current awards I'm working toward is earning the current incentive trip, annual sales, and annual mentor. So that's exactly what I have here under awards. Okay, so I have this pretty little sheet that I got on the workstation. This is on the current incentive. Then I have my form of how I'm going to earn this trip that I put together. So I've done that here. Then I have my annual sales and annual mentor tracker that I also got off the workstation. I have this pretty tracker that someone else did that looks amazing that I'm keeping up with. This is for annual sales, and then I have this pretty thing for annual mentor. Okay, so then the next tab I have here is my sponsoring tab. Okay, so on the sponsoring tab is everything to do with sponsoring. So here is my dream team list. These are people that I have contacted that I'm currently working with. This sheet is on there. It helps you to keep up with the follow-ups. I also use Sell with Amy. So don't think that this is the only system that you have to use. I thought I was going to do everything electronically and things were going to work out great. So I was using apps like Sell with Maven, I was using the Todoist app, and I was using all these apps, but then what was happening is I wasn't seeing the big picture. So once I put this in, this is like my Scentsy Bible binder, really. This is like my everything right now. and this I'll have to revamp it as I go, I am sure, but this for me helps me to see the bigger picture. It helps me to be a better planner, and it helps me to stay more consistent, because I know that is a problem that we all typically have, is being consistent. So anyway, so this is your dream team list, and then here is the way I used to keep my dream team list, and I'm not going to waste my time transferring them over. I'm just going to start writing new people as they come, because remember, my time is valuable, your time is valuable. We want to spend the time making money, not necessarily doing the busy work. So I've already had a system. I just kind of added it to the back of that. Okay, the next one is an inactive consultant tracker. This was from Chloe Cox. The tab, all of this is again in my Google Drive. It's in her Google Drive as well. So if you found it from there, perfect. But this is awesome. I loved her idea on this. And this is that any consultants that you have in your downline that have gone inactive, track them here. Put when they went inactive, when they're eligible to come back, and any notes you want. Love, love, love that. And then this is my list that I've gotten from corporate on anybody that has been any frontline of mine that has gone inactive. So that way I can work on, bringing them back if the time is right for them. This is an instruction form. This is also from Chloe Cox. This is on her coaching call. This is on her new consultant. So I'm not really 100% sure why I have that in there. But I did. Anyway, then this form I kind of created. I've modeled it off of somebody else, but I made this work for my own. So this is in Microsoft Word, I think. I don't remember, but it is editable, so you can change it up on your own if you want. But this is just to help you keep track of what you're training your new consultants on. So that way you remember, oh, I told so-and-so this, and I told so-and-so this. So this is just kind of a checklist to help us remember, especially as we get busy and going into the busy season. Okay, so those are all those forms. This I just got from the Workstation. It's the First Things First checklist. The Workstation has some amazing resources there for us. So I have that. This is a new sponsor checklist that I have in here so when I'm training any of my new sponsors, there I have that. This is also training for new sponsors, so that's that. All right, that's all I have in the sponsoring tab. Then I have my personal business. So the first tab I have is our daily tracking log. Okay, that to track your daily numbers, which is super important. Here is the Power Hour. Also got that from the Workstation. It is really important that you're taking the time to do your Power Hour regularly. Okay, and it doesn't have to be every day. It could be once a week. If you're doing a Power Hour once a week, you are doing amazing. But make sure you're doing a Power Hour, period. So again, all this notebook is doing is to help me stay more intentional, and hopefully it's going to help you stay more intentional about your business as well. And then this is also from the Workstation, the Consultant Action Plan. I do these every single month, so now I'm just going to keep them all in here. This is a form that I created. This is all my just basket parties, how I keep up with my basket parties, when I follow up with them, when I'm getting them back, and so on and so forth. This is something else I'm starting new since reunion, is the list of 100. I always train my new consultants to do a list of 100, but then I forget to do it myself. And I have my Maven, I have my regular customers, but it is equally as important as for us as leaders to constantly be updating our list of 100. So something I'm going to start and I'm going to be intentional about doing. And then I also have this. This is just a list, of any events that you have going on, so you can keep up with them. Oops. My notebook fell. And then this is just a master list of your Scentsy hosts or home parties, whatever, again, model it to your business. Then I just keep a current showcase brochure because, again, this thing is going with me everywhere, guys. So I know I have this here in case I need to check a price or check what fragrance comes what in, whatever. I remember I used to be able to keep up with all of these things by memory, and now it's like, was that sent last season, this season? Sometimes I forget. So anyway, so I have a showcase brochure. And then I have a combine and save brochure in here as well. And then just some order forms also. because I sometimes get calls from customers while I'm out, and what I typically do is I put it in my phone, and sometimes that gets lost, or it doesn't get lost, it's just that I forget to go back there. So here it is, just for me to put it there. And then the last thing I have on this one is, I got this off the What Did You Share page, is my pre-order form. Love this so very much, especially with all the things coming out. So love that. All right, next I have my leadership tab, okay? So this is where I'm keeping a list of all the coaching calls that I have going on, and it helps me to keep track of if I've sent the coaching form to them, when I got it back, what their focuses are, things like that. Super important for me in my business right now. Then these are all the sheets that I have that have been being returned from all the coaching calls. I'm going to find a different system for this because honestly, I can't. I've tried to print them out in Excel, but then it makes a big long, it makes it too long, and then I can't print it on one paper. I've tried different things, so I need to find a different system because I don't want to keep all this paper in here because my notebook's going to get way too big, and I don't want to do that. So I will find a different system, but I do want to keep all the coaching forms, or at least all the information, so that I can see the progress. I can look back, I can go back and look and see, what the focuses were, and just that way we are, again, staying consistent, because that's one thing that I really, really am working hard to do. Then this is a Rising Director list. This is also from Chloe Cox, which I like. And this is just to keep track of this is like where your Fab 5 would go. You can keep track of their numbers in one sheet. That way it's like right there, and it makes it really easy to just track and be intentional about what you're doing. And this kind of goes along with it. This is your Rockstar Leader checklist. Anybody that you're monitoring, anybody that you're looking at, anybody that you just want to be intentional with, this would be here. Okay. Then the next one is my team tab. So here I have all of my current reports that I'm printing. So on a monthly basis, I'm printing my will cancel list. I'm printing my essential consultant list, my certified consultant, lead consultant, star consultant, superstar consultant, by title. Okay. And then of course my leaders, and I'm printing them all, and then I'm highlighting my front line because I'm working more with my front line, but I'm not wanting to forget the ones that are not my front line that might be rock stars. I don't want to let them fall through the cracks. So I'm printing everybody. This is again, I can't say it enough. It's helping me be intentional. So that's what I'm doing for my business. Yours may look very different. That's just something that I suggest you doing. And then any current team incentives I write here so that I don't forget, and then I can remember to promote those incentives, or hey guys, don't forget we have this incentive going on, because something else that I constantly forget. And then this one is up and coming leaders. This is just kind of a duplicate of your rising leaders, but this is a good sheet that lets you compare month to month. Okay, so I really liked that sheet a lot. Then the last pages are super simple. I have not transferred them over because I have a paper calendar that I use for our homeschooling that I've kind of put everything in. But what I'm going to do with these sheets here is I'm going to track like our new consultants, so I can send them certain text messages based on the days they get the emails from Scentsy, right? Because Scentsy sends emails on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 5, day 7, things like that. So I'm going to write that in here so that I can be texting my new consultants to follow up with them as they're getting the Scentsy emails as well. And the last one is just going to be motivational, inspirational quotes, things that stick out to me, things that make me smile, things like that, just to kind of keep me going. So that's it in a nutshell. There is the system I'm using. I'd love to see yours too. And what my intention is here is for me to show you this, and then you go create your own, and then you show yours to your downline, and so on and so forth. So that way we're all succeeding together, and that we are all creating some form of a system, and we show our downline that we are leading. So hope you have a fabulous day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.